I don't have gloves, right? I don't have rain pants. The zippers on my tent are broken. My sleeping bag is wet. I don't really have any capacity to dry things. And I'm headed alone. You know, I'm heading alone into the most wild wilderness on the entire trip. It's a little bit after 7 a.m. and it poured rain all last night. I am less than 60 miles from the Canadian border and I'm wondering how I'm gonna make it. It rained on me basically all day yesterday, but it was kind of like a light rain. My clothes were wet that I was wearing. Those clothes did not dry. I set up my tent and it poured rain, like literally poured rain, unbelievable amounts of rain all last night. Just stopped around 5 a.m. this morning. So thank God for that. When the rain comes down like on the tent, like not only does the tent outside get wet, but everything inside my tent gets filled with condensation, and anything that touches the tent wall, the inside, gets wet. And what's happened to my sleeping bag is my sleeping bag is now wet. Now my sleeping bag is wet and it's stuffed into the bottom of my pack. This is the first day. Yesterday was the leaving town day. I have 4 days. I'm heading into the North Cascades backcountry by myself. With wet gear. My sleeping bag is down. It does not work in the wet. It's supposed to be 30 degrees. This could easily have turned into probably 3 or 4 feet of snow if it was like 5 degrees colder. I'm very nervous. I'm very, very nervous. And even with Canada right here, even with all the unexpected things in my life that are coming up, the only thing that's on my mind right now is wet and being wet and trying to be safe. I'm gonna try to do over 20 miles today. I feel like the wheels are falling off the bus. Hope I can make it, you know? Like, I just hope that the sun comes out. I'm about 1 mile in right now, and I will just say that seeing this blue sky is putting a huge smile on my face. Today's gonna be a killer day. Right now, we're ascending like the last 4 miles of that climb that we started yesterday. And we're going up to the top of Cutthroat Pass. We're gonna be up top for about 4 miles, going up and down a series of very steep climbs. Then we're going down, straight down for 7 miles. We are finishing the day with an enormous climb up to the top of Grasshopper Pass. The issue here, at least what I've been worried about, is that tonight's tent site is gonna be like somewhere around 7,000 feet. That's gonna be an exposed, very cold area. Look at all that sun. You can see the clouds like down where I came from this morning. Just a couple more miles to the top of this, and I'm hot and sweaty. Just raw right now. I'm just my skin is like freezing cold and my body is an absolute furnace. I'm 3 miles in. It's about 8:30 right now. I'm standing at the top of Cutthroat Pass. I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to see the majesty of these mountains behind me. I think that one of them is called Hinkhorn Peak, and the other one's called Big Kangaroo, which I don't know, which I think is just a cool name. It's absolutely spectacular morning. Everything is still soaking wet. Like if I went over and like shook that tree, that tiny little tree right there, like I would have a gallon of water. The forecast called for rain every single day that I was until I'm done. So I'm very, very nervous about that. And it's funny, man, it's hard to think about anything but the weather right now, right? I don't have gloves, right? I don't have rain pants. The zippers on my tent are broken. My sleeping bag is wet. I don't really have any capacity to dry things. And I'm headed alone. You know, I'm heading alone into the most wild wilderness on the entire trip. Last night was the biggest storm that I've slept through on the entire PCT. I don't see any marking here on the ground, but I'm gonna call it anyway. 2,600 miles. I'm, I think 55 miles to the border right now. It's just absolutely incredible to think about how far I've come. By the way, why would they name a mountain in North America Big Kangaroo? Like, wouldn't you call it like Big Elk, you know, or like, you know, I don't know, like Big Bear? Why kangaroo? Like, there's not a kangaroo within, outside of a zoo, there's not a kangaroo like I don't know, like how close are we to Australia? Like 6,000 miles? When they were naming these mountains, were people even like aware of kangaroos? I didn't even know that we were coming here until I saw the sign. This is apparently Granite Pass. This is the second pass of the day, and we're about to hit the third pass right up here, and then a fourth pass, if I can make it, to Grasshopper. Next up is Mythau Pass. It's 10 a.m. and I am 6 miles in. Everything is going slow for me this morning. From the wet, everything being wet, to drying out stuff in the morning and getting a late start, and just all these climbs. Look at these views right now where I am. I am at the top here of Mythau Pass. It's my third pass of the day. It's about 11 o'clock. I'm 9 miles in, and I am taking this opportunity to try to air dry my bag. My tent will dry. My tent will definitely dry here. It's the bag, the sleeping bag, which has become more wet. I put it in my pack this morning, and just the toe box was wet. I just took it out to try to air dry it. Like, yeah, the whole thing is wet. It's thin, it's translucent. You can like see like the black mat of like the goose down. It's literally, it's sunny right now. There's this, you can see the blue. It's only been sunny for like 2 minutes. I think this is probably the only opportunity I'm gonna have to try to dry anything today. We're at 6,600 feet right now. We're about to go down a huge valley and then come all the way back up. And by the time we're coming back up, it's gonna be too late, right? I can't roll the dice and hope that the weather will be nice. So I'm 9 miles in, and I just had to leave where I was sitting and trying to dry out my stuff. Some really dark clouds came in, and it looks like rain coming from that way. Right now, we got a 7-mile downhill. We're heading down the valley, and then we're gonna head back up the other side. I've put my sleeping bag on top of my pack so that if I have any opportunities to dry that thing off, I am going to take it. I'm making good time on this descent. I don't know how far I'm gonna make it today. I am just really far behind, but 15 miles in, it's like 1:30, and there is a tiny little poke in the clouds, and I am literally just taking like another however long this sun lasts, to see if I can try out my sleeping bag just a little. It happened again. My shorts, there's a hole in the liner of my left pocket. My lighter went bye-bye. It's usually where I keep my phone, which is too big to slide through the hole. That means I'm not gonna be eating hot food for the rest of this trip. I'm heading up fairly soon, Grasshopper Pass. We're about to do a huge climb. It's kind of where I don't want to go. It's like up. We've been in this system where in the late afternoon, in the evening, the skies have just cracked in half. It's not necessarily where I want to be right now. Up at 7,000 feet, exposed in the clouds with no lighter or hot food. Like, guys, yeah, the wheels are falling off the bus. That's where the trail goes, guys. We're going up. We're going where it's cold. We're going where the clouds are. 23 miles in, it's 5 o'clock. I am standing here at the top of Grasshopper Pass. It's like our fourth pass today, and this was a monster climb. Right around 7,000 feet of elevation, up from 4,000 just a couple miles ago. I tell you, it feels like 30 degrees colder up here, and it is windy. I wish I had grasshopper legs to jump over big kangaroo and just get right to Canada. I'm gassed. I have like another 1.5 miles to get to my tent site right now. It's really cold up here. I don't know if you can see these storm clouds behind me. Like, I really just want to get my tent set up. With the temperature as it is right now, still in daylight, I'm worried that if any precipitation hits tonight, that it's gonna fall as snow. My tent site is up pretty high, but I'm down off this ridge. It looks protected when I'm looking far out. It seems like it's a flat area surrounded by some trees as opposed to being completely exposed up here on this ridge. I'll be there in about 15 minutes. I am about 24 miles in. It is 5:30 right now. I am at camp. Normally what I do when I arrive at camp in a time like this is I would immediately go and filter water and start the water filtering process, but I am taking absolutely zero chances with the rain. If the rain comes, that tent needs to be set up so that everything in my ownership is dry.